This that Salmon Alfredo to get your man in the mood. Even cooking with Kaya ain't got nothing on this one. So I'll take my whole wheat penne, get that to a boil, add some salt to the water. I found something on Instagram that said add butter to your oil so it won't burn. So I put some olive oil with some butter in there. I season up my salmon on one side, then I add it to the pan because I like to make sure I add it seasoned before it start cooking so my season can get all in there. Then I just add them all to the pan. Then I season with some seasoned salt. Then that's some garlic powder. Got my Italian season. I like to get that Italian flair for a pasta dish. You need that. Got my onion powder. Then I got my paprika. The black pepper. Cajun season. Then I do slap your mammy on one side only. Look how seasoned to the T that is. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Now I check on my noodles. They almost done to my liking. Back to my salmon. Now that it's cooked up halfway, I'll go ahead and flip them all. Making sure the oil gets spread even more throughout the pan. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that little Instagram hack working. That butter is saving my salmon for sure. This little baby ain't wanna flip for some reason, but I got him flipped. Now, one thing I don't like is some undone food. So now I'm going to pan sear them on the sides too, just to make sure it's done throughout. Because I don't want no little slimy meat. So now when they get to the right color on one side, I go ahead and flip them so the other side can cook. And this way I know for a fact it's done. Because one thing I said, I do not like no slimy meat. So it need to be done to the T. And honestly, this give it more flavor. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Noodles still cooking. I like mine to be a certain way, so it's almost done. It just need a few more minutes. They look perfect to me. Now I gotta put them on a paper towel to drain all that grease, and then they'll be ready. So I pour some of the grease out the pan and make my homemade Alfredo with some shredded Parmesan and some grated Parmesan. And then I take a whole bottle of heavy whipping cream and pour it in there and start chefing it up. You definitely want to keep the drippings because that's going to give it even more flavor. Once I pour in the heavy whipping cream, then I add my grated Parmesan first. Now I add that shredded Parmesan because I like both. They give a way better consistency to me. And then now I check my noodles, and don't judge me because I do eat one right out the pan just to see if it's that texture that I like. And that one was a go. Now I'm gonna drain my noodles and put them in the grate so all that water don't get too much starch. Now I'm back to my Alfredo, and I just mash in the pieces that are in clumps from the grated Parmesan, and then just keep stirring to get the drippings from the pot. Because honestly, if your Alfredo don't look like a epoxy floor, then I don't want it, because that means it ain't got enough season for me. Now I just add some more grated Parmesan and then some more mashing of the bigger bits to get that consistency I like, because it's almost the thickness I like. And I'm leaving it a little thin because due to the noodles that I'm putting in, I want them all to be covered. I don't want it to be no sauce left behind. So now I'm adding some more grated Parmesan just to get it to a little bit more thick consistency, and then just keep stirring because it's almost definitely thick enough for me. Then I add my seasonings again: seasoned salt, garlic powder, Italian, a lot of Italian. Onion powder, black pepper, and some Cajun. And that's all I add to my Alfredo. Because like I said, if it's not looking like an epoxy floor, I don't want it. Now it's the perfect consistency. I just go ahead and mix in my seasonings. And then keep stirring until it's well blended. Now I add my noodles and mix it in till it's well coated with all sauce, because no sauce will ever be left behind. That's it. Damn, that look good if I say so myself. This hit every single time. Y'all need to keep my recipe. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned.